Hi, welcome to Language Tools for Effective Scientific Writing. I'm Fabiola Barraclough. This course has been designed to help researchers write up their research results more effectively. Have you ever stopped to think about just how many papers are published every year? Well, according to one survey, over 1.8 million papers are published in over 28,000 journals every year. This course will help you make your voice heard. So how are we going to do this? Well, you're going to be following a series of video tutorials and carrying out numerous writing tasks. You'll receive feedback and online support through Google Classroom. At the end, we're going to carry out a writer's workshop and you'll get a certificate. There are also live Zoom sessions for groups. We're going to look at each section of the paper, at the structure, the content and the focus, and then implement a series of language tools that we will be learning to improve our writing skills. We will be following both top-down and bottom-up approaches. In the top-down approach, we will be analysing texts and recognising proper usage, tone and style. Then we will rewrite or reorganise those texts following certain guidelines to improve them. In the bottom-up approach, you will be writing your own texts. You will lay good foundations and follow all the different steps in the writing process to come up with reader-friendly texts. That way you will get better results and also, coincidentally, save time. Sadly, the result of unplanned writing is that your reader will not be able to see the forest for the trees. Your research results will be lost in translation. It will only be through careful planning, drafting and editing that you will communicate more effectively to come up with clear, concise and reader-friendly texts. We'll be following the steps in the writing process. In the first step, you're going to plan and you are going to follow outlines to come up with a skeleton for the next steps in the writing process. In the second step, you are going to draft. You're going to plan your paragraphs and write simple sentences. Then in the last, third step, you're going to write up the ideas from the second step, connecting, linking, editing, streamlining, and proofreading to come up with a polished text. As I said, we're going to look at the content, focus, and organisation, because each section of the paper should be organised in a specific way. Therefore, in the introduction, we will be using a skeleton or an outline like this, following the priming approach, going from the big picture to the little picture. Whereas in the discussion, we will be following the opposite approach, the assert and justify, starting off with our important results and then comparing them to other results and interpreting them in the wider context. We will also be honing in on useful language that we can use in each section. We will revise the pertinent grammar and practice it. You will also have a number of useful resources. You'll have a phrase bank with useful expressions for each section of the paper. You'll also be learning other language, for example, to signal and link your texts and therefore achieve flow. As I said, we're going to end up with a writer's workshop where we'll go through the steps in the writing process. First, in the pre-writing, you will fill in a table with your main ideas. In the second, you'll write up those ideas in short, simple sentences. And in the last, third step, you are going to reorganize and join those ideas to come up with a well-written text, which you will also revise and edit using all the language tools that we have learned. At the end, we're going to carry out a peer review where you will have the chance to give feedback to a colleague and receive feedback on your own work. So just to recap, video tutorials, writing tasks, feedback, online support, Google Classroom, workshop, and a certificate with Zoom session for groups. We sincerely hope that you will enjoy this learning experience. Thanks for signing up, and bye for now.